Lizard people, the theory that just won't die. What if I told you that some of the most powerful people in the world weren't people at all? What if the Queen of England, US presidents, and Hollywood elites were actually shape-shifting reptilian overlords controlling our reality from the shadows? Sounds insane, right? But here's the thing, this theory won't go away. And today, we're breaking it down. Welcome to the channel where we explore the strangest theories with an open mind and critical thinking. Today, we're diving into one of the most infamous conspiracy theories of all time, the reptilian elite. Could it be real? Could history, science, and psychology actually explain why so many people believe this theory? Stay with me, because some of what you're about to hear is way stranger than you might expect. Where did this idea even come from? The idea of reptilian beings living among humans is not new. Ancient civilizations across the world have described powerful, serpent-like beings in their myths and legends. In Hindu mythology, the Nagas were half-human, half-snake deities who could take human form and influence events on Earth. In Mesoamerican culture, the Aztecs and Mayans worshipped serpent gods like Quetzalcoatl, a feathered reptilian deity associated with wisdom and power. And let's not forget the Bible, where the very first villain in human history, the serpent in the Garden of Eden, manipulates mankind from the shadows. Fast forward thousands of years, and the theory took a modern twist, thanks to one man, David Icke. A former BBC sports reporter, Icke had a life-changing experience in the early 90s and began spreading the idea that a race of reptilian shapeshifters, known as the Anunnaki, secretly controls human civilization. He claims these beings manipulate global events, rig elections, and even influence pop culture to keep the human race enslaved. Millions of people have bought into this theory. But here's where it gets weird, even skeptics admit there are a few things that make you go, Keep watching, because up next, we're looking at the evidence that has kept this theory alive for decades. The evidence that fuels the theory. Alright, let's get into why some people think this theory holds weight. 1. The weird eye phenomenon. One of the most common pieces of evidence is the claim that famous politicians, celebrities, and business elites sometimes show reptilian traits on camera. Videos have surfaced showing people like Barack Obama, Queen Elizabeth, and even Justin Bieber with pupils that seem to turn into vertical slits just for a fraction of a second. Could this be a momentary lapse in their shape-shifting abilities? Or is it just video compression glitches? Experts say that poor quality digital recordings can sometimes distort eye shapes, making them appear to change unnaturally. But here's the question. Why do these glitches seem to happen so often to the world's most powerful figures? 2. The bloodline argument. This is where things get even crazier. David Icke and other theorists claim that reptilians have been interbreeding with certain human bloodlines for thousands of years. The reason? To keep power within their own species. When you look at history, it's true that ruling families have a strange habit of keeping power within their own circles. For example, European royal families have a long history of inbreeding, keeping their bloodlines pure. The same elite families, whether it's the British monarchy, the Rothschilds, or the Bush family, seem to maintain control generation after generation. So is this just privilege protecting itself? Or is there something deeper at play? Keep watching, because coming up next, we're diving into the science behind this theory and how human psychology might actually be responsible for keeping it alive. 3. The underground bases and missing time phenomenon. Now this is where things get dark. There are reports of massive underground tunnel systems across the world. Some conspiracy theorists believe that many government and military sites, including Area 51 and the Denver airport, are connected by secret tunnels where reptilian elites operate in the shadows. And then there's the missing time phenomenon. People claim they've lost hours, sometimes even days, of memory after encountering strange, humanoid figures. Could these be interactions with reptilian beings? Or is there a more rational explanation? The skeptical side, can any of this be real? Let's break it down scientifically. There are logical explanations for almost all of these claims. 1. The reptilian eye glitch. This is almost always caused by video compression artifacts or low-resolution footage. It happens when cameras fail to capture enough detail in the eyes, distorting their shape. 2. The bloodline argument. The idea that power stays in the same families isn't evidence of reptilian overlords, it's just social and economic privilege at work. The rich and powerful keep power by using networking, influence, and wealth, not because they're shape-shifting lizards. 3. Underground bases? While it's true that underground bunkers exist, there is zero verifiable proof that they house reptilian civilizations. The Denver airport murals and creepy underground tunnels? They've been explained as simply storage areas and artistic choices, though some still say the explanations don't add up. But here's where things get even more interesting. Science actually explains why people believe this theory, even without proof. The human brain is wired to find patterns even when they aren't there. This is called pareidolia, the same thing that makes us see faces in clouds, or hear messages in static noise. It's also fueled by confirmation bias. When we already believe something, we start noticing evidence that supports it, while ignoring evidence that contradicts it. And let's be real, who doesn't love a good conspiracy? Final thoughts: why this theory refuses to die. Here's the fascinating part. Even though there's no hard proof, this theory refuses to die. And that might tell us something bigger. It's not really about lizard people. It's about control. It's about the fear that unseen forces are manipulating our lives. It's about distrust in governments, elites, and the media. The lizard people theory might not be true, but the feeling behind it is real. People don't trust the people in power. And whether the reptilians are real or not, one thing's for sure: people will always look for answers beyond the official story. What do you think? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Are lizard people a total joke, or is there something deeper going on? And if you love diving into conspiracies with a rational but open-minded approach, make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and we'll see you in the next episode. Remember, it's only a conspiracy until it's not.